Hello viewers, welcome to JSM. In this lecture, I am going to discuss properties of charge. In the previous lecture, we have started electrostatics. In that, we discussed what is the charge and how it is different from the mass. Okay, now in this lecture, we are going to discuss the major properties of charge. So, three properties, very important. One is additivity of charge, another one is conservation of charge, and another one is quantization of charge. Okay, so these three properties in detail we discuss one by one. So first one is that additivity of charge or additive nature of charge. Okay, what is this? So to understand this, let us take an example. Suppose we have a system like this. Okay, so we have a system which contains so many different particles. Okay, we are considering a system with many particles and every particle has some charge. Okay, suppose first particle charge is q1, second particle charge is q2, third particle charge is q3, q4 and so on qn. Okay, so we are considering a system with many particles and every particle has some charge, that may be positive charge or negative charge. Now, so what are these? These are the charges of the individual particles. If you want to calculate the total charge of this system, very simple. If you take the algebraic sum of the charges, these individual charges, then we get the charge of this entire system. Okay. So total charge, total charge of the system, total charge of the system is algebraic sum, algebraic sum of individual charges, individual charges here, or sum of the charges of the individual particles, whatever it may be. Okay, so this is the additive nature of charge. So mathematically we can represent this one. Suppose let us assume that q is the total charge of the system, then we can say q1 plus or minus q2 plus or minus q3 plus or minus q4 and so on plus or minus qn. Okay, so this is the total charge of the system. And how we are getting total charge of the system? By the algebraic sum of the charges, individual charges. See why we are taking plus or minus here, because the charge may be positive or negative, which we discussed in the previous lecture, right? Okay, so that is the reason why we are taking like this. So simply we can write this one. So Q is equal to, we can write sigma I equal to 1 to n Qi. Okay, so like this also we can represent. Okay, summation of all the individual charges will give the total charge of the system. Clear? So let us see the next property of charge, that is conservation of charge. The second property of charge, that is conservation of charge. Okay, so before going to discuss this, we should know that charge is neither created nor destroyed, but charge can transfer from one body to another body only. Okay, so we cannot create the charge or we cannot destroy the charge. Only thing is that charge is transferring from one body to another body only. Okay, clear? So here we can say that the total charge of the isolated system remains constant. That is nothing but conservation of charge. Okay, so to understand this, let us consider a simple example, then you can understand very easily. Okay, see here with the examples you can understand the concepts in physics very easily. Okay, right, let us see here. We have a isolated system. What is an isolated system? In general, isolated system means which does not exchange energy and mass with its surroundings. Okay, so here this system is perfectly insulated, means there is no exchange of charge from system and surroundings. Okay, charge cannot enter the system, or the charge present in this system is not going out of the system. Okay, so here let us see. Suppose we have total 4 particles with some charge. Suppose first particle has 2 coulombs of charge and second particle has plus 4 coulomb, third particle has minus 3 coulomb, and fourth one has minus 1 coulomb. Okay, so charge can be either positive or negative. Okay, now what is the total charge of this system? Okay, so the net charge or total charge of the system is, just now we discussed, we should take the algebraic sum of the individual charges. Okay, see, plus 4 coulomb minus 4 coulomb all get cancelled, so we get here what is the net charge plus 2 coulombs. Okay, so now what we will do is that, and shake this system. Okay, shake this system for some time and leave this for a while. Okay, so what we are doing now, we are shaking that system. Okay, and leave that for some time. Now what happens is that after some time, let us see here. Now see here what is happening, charge is transferring among themselves. Okay, from this body to here, here to here, whatever it may be. So what we are saying, charge can be transferred from one body to another body. Okay, so now here we have, suppose one particle has plus 3 coulombs, another particle has plus 5 coulombs, another particle has minus 4 coulombs. What about the charge of the fourth particle? What is the charge of the fourth particle? How can we calculate here is that, so here what we are saying, see here first particle charge is plus 2 coulomb, but here 3 coulombs, here 4 coulombs, but here 5 coulombs, here minus 3 coulombs, but here for that third particle 4 minus 4 coulombs is the charge. Okay, so like that. See here now Q final, okay, after shaking, okay, after that Q final is equal to plus 3C 5C minus 4C. Okay, so let us assume that this is X, that is total is equal to plus 2 coulomb. Why? What is the reason? So here what is the net charge? Total charge of the system plus 2 coulombs. Those definitely here also total charge of the system must be equal to plus 2 coulombs. Okay, so now if you simplify this, see here, if you simplify this, see 5 minus 4, 1 coulomb is left, 1 plus 3, 4. So 4 coulombs plus X equal to 2 coulombs. So from this, therefore, if you take this right side minus 4C, so overall we get minus 2C. Okay, so here what is the charge of this fourth particle? Minus 2 coulomb. Okay, like this. So charge is transferring from one body to another body, but total charge of the system remains constant, right? So here before shaking this system and after shaking, what is happening? Charge transferred from one body to another body, but so total charge of the system remain constant. Okay, see if you substitute this here in the place of X, again we get plus 2C only, right? So total charge is here 2 coulombs, here also 2 coulombs. Okay, so this is nothing but the total charge of the isolated system remains constant. Okay, and one more thing, this is a very useful or very important in the nuclear reactions, especially in the radioactivity concept, right? Okay, see here, for example, let us consider, suppose an element X, okay, its atomic number is Z and mass number is A. So in a reaction, what is happening? Suppose it is emitting alpha particle. Okay, it is emitting alpha particle. So what is alpha particle? 2 helium 4. Okay, plus, so we have a new particle which is Z minus 2 A minus 4. Okay, so in this type of reactions which we discuss in the nuclei topic extensively. Okay, so clear. So in this type of nuclear reactions, this concept is very important. Okay, so just charge is transferring from one body to another body, but it is not destroyed or nor created. Clear? Now let us see another important thing here. Suppose we have two bodies which are present in an isolated box. Okay, so we have two bodies which are present in an isolated box, and here first body has a charge of Q, okay, or plus Q. and second charge is neutral, electrically neutral. Okay, so these two bodies are present in an insulated box. One body has some charge, another body is neutral. And here now, if we shake this box for some time and if you leave this for a while, now what happens is that some of the charge is transferred to the neutral body. Okay, so now what happens, here we have q by 2 charge and here also we have q by 2 charge. Okay, see here what happened here is that, so here the some charge is transferred from charged body to neutral body. How much? See here, equal distribution of charge is present for these two bodies. See, after sometime what happened here, see here we have unequal distribution, right? This has q charge and this is neutral, but here both the bodies have equal charge. Okay, so this happens only when these two bodies are made up of same material. Okay, so when this is possible or when they exhibit this type of property, when these two bodies are made up of same material, they have same size. Okay, so they have same size and they should have same shape. Okay, so then only equal distribution of charge takes place between those bodies. Clear? If bodies, two or more, whatever it may be, they should be of same material, they should have same size, they should have same shape. In that case, what is happening? Equal distribution of charge taking place between them. Okay, and one more thing, see here, total charge of the system remains constant, right? See here, what is the total charge? Q. Here also q by 2 plus q by 2. Total charge is how much? Q only. So total charge of the system remains constant, but charge is transferred from charged body to neutral body. Okay, clear? So thank you for watching. In the next lecture we are going to discuss quantization of charge, which is a very important property.